Well, good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, is it April 6th or April 7th? I know it's Tuesday at least. I think it's April 7th. And I want to talk about the assignment that I posted yesterday. Actually, I have two assignments, but for now I'm just going to do the present perfect homework assignment. Let me open that. Oh, two people have turned it in already. Perfect. Okay, so we just find a student who isn't with us anymore. Let's see here. All right, so I'm opening up. Oops, I don't want Abed's. Sorry, Abed. Hang on just a minute. Okay, we're back. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Okay, so I found a worksheet I can work on, and so I can demonstrate how to do the exercises if they were confusing for you, and hopefully they weren't. So number one in practice one, it says complete the sentences with the present perfect of the verb be. So the verb three, as I usually say, is always been, B-E-E-N. And so it's just a choice of using have or has. Okay, so look at number one. Sue and Lynn met at the university 4 years ago. They have been friends for 4 years. So up until that, so from that point, 4 years ago until now. Okay, look at number two. Lynn married Steve last April. We're talking about one person, so we're going to say has. I'll try not to capitalize that H. Has been married since April. So from April until now. So now she's married, but that started in April. Hopefully not too difficult for you. The next part is the difference between for and since. You can Google it if you forget, but yeah, remember if we're talking about a number of days, a number of years, a number of weeks, a number of minutes, a number of seconds, we use for. Okay, but if we're talking about a specific time or when something happened, we use since. Okay, so number one, 22 years, that's a number. We're using for. Okay, but when we're talking about a year like 1922, we're going to say since, S-I-N-C-E. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so for practice three, complete the following information about yourself. My first day at Cortez High School was, so my first day. Boy, for me it was in August of 2012, maybe 2013. I think 2013. Now, if that's true for you, no, that's just not true for you. Okay, so do not copy my answer. I have been a student here since, in case you're going to write that whole sentence, and I have been a student at Cortez. Oh, it says Cortez. Whoops, I'm going to have to fix that. At Cortez. So, no, I'm right. A Cortez student. Mr. Lang, what happened to your brain? Okay, so just finish those sentences. All right, the next one. Same sort of thing that we've been doing. All you're doing is conjugating the verbs, making them present perfect. So, like this one, Beltron is a small town. Brad Peltry has lived in Beltron all his life. Brad is 58 years old. Brad is married. He, blah, 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 married to Dora. Okay, so that one. I guess it has been married to Dora. I should have put the be verb there. Okay, look at number 3. They know. We're going to say they. What's my H word? Have, right? They have. Known. All right, so you're going to do the rest of those. The next one, read the story below. Let me move this down. I think I can. All right, so there's this story, and they have an activity down here. It says write complete sentences about the story. Use the present perfect form of the verbs. Bob live on the farm all his life. Bob and Brenda be married for 55 years. So don't tell anyone I said this, but you don't. It looks like you don't really have to read the story for this one, but you can, and you should, because reading is cool. Bob and Brenda. Okay, what's my H word? Have, right? Been married. 2 R's. For 55 years. Okay. And you'll do the rest of those. Down here, there's a conversation. So the number here, like this number 3, corresponds with this number 3. So whatever goes in the blank, you're just going to put over here. So how long, number 1 says, how long have you been in this class? The person says, since February. All the X's here just means that you don't need to write anything over there, okay? Make, so we're going to say, have you, what's the verb 3 of make? Made. Have you made any friends? So you're going to do that whole conversation. All right, and then there's another short reading about Bob. The same Bob, I think, from up here. Yep, it's the same Bob from the Poor Brother and Rich Brother story. Using the prompts in the left column, create questions in the right, or in the present perfect tense, and answers. Okay, so you're doing a question and an answer, not just a question. So, Bob ever visit New York? So we're going to say have or has. Has Bob ever visited New York? The answer for that one is, I think he has not, because he's lived on the farm all his life. He loves a simple life. From what I can see, the answer is no. So we're going to say, no, he haven't. Wait, no, he hasn't, because it's singular. Forgotten my English. Okay, down here, cooking by candle. So there's a story I want you to read. Answer the questions in complete sentences. Now, if the question is not in the present perfect, don't answer in the present perfect, because that's just weird. It's like, what is your name? Well, my name was. No, my name is. Okay, so number 1 says, what did Moolah bet some friends? So you can find that right from the first sentence, right? Moolah bet some friends he could survive one night on an icy mountain with nothing to warm him. I'm going to cheat. Don't tell anyone. The answer's right there. There we go. Okay, so you're going to do the rest of those questions. There are 6 questions. Well, 5 now. Then there's another reading. This one's interesting, about Mount Everest and Edmund Hillary, who climbed up the mountain. Okay, and let's see, where are we putting the answers? Okay, so number 1 says, what is the main idea of paragraph 1? So you're going to look at paragraph 1. Edmund Hillary was born in 1919. He worked as a beekeeper. He also liked to climb mountains. He climbed mountains in New Zealand and the Alps. He climbed 11 mountains in the Himalayas. Hillary wanted to be the first to climb the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Okay, so main idea sounds like here's a guy that likes to climb, or liked, past tense, to climb mountains. Let's look at our answers. D says Hillary's life as a beekeeper. I think there would be more about being a beekeeper if that were the correct answer. C says the mountains Hillary climbed. Maybe. Hillary's life in New Zealand. I like A. What Hillary did before he climbed Mount Everest. He was a beekeeper. He lived in New Zealand. He climbed the Himalayas a lot, 11 times. I'm going to go with A. Any questions? I can't hear you, so I guess no questions. All right, so A for that one. So I'm putting A down here. How do I have A1? Oops. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'm just going to make sure that the letter A is there, and it is. Okay, so you're going to do the rest of those questions. Down here, it's multiple choice. Let's do the first one. Blank to Europe. Okay, so, or have you ever, I like that, been ever to Europe? Ever been you to Europe? Have you ever been to Europe? I think it's A. What do you think? I'm glad we agree. All right. And so you're going to do the rest of those. And then down here, so you're going to read each sentence. There is a mistake in either A, B, C, or D. So you're going to identify which one makes the sentence wrong, and then you're going to fix it. So I'll show you how. Look at the first one. It says, humans lived on Earth for many years. I think because of for many years, we should say humans have lived, especially since humans still live, right? Okay. Oh, and I did it for you. So that one is B, and so lived is going to be have lived. Let's do one more. The weather has changed in the last 10 years. Has changed. Shouldn't it be has changed? I think so. All right, so for down here, I'm going to write B. And then change is going to be has changed. Oops. Has kanged. All right, and this is due by Friday. So get it done, please. And I'll see you a little bit later. Goodbye. I said goodbye. You can go now. Goodbye. Bye.